Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm DELLA PRATIWI, the student of Nutrition and Health Study Program, Faculty of Medicine, Public Health and Nursing, Gadjah Mada University. In this opportunity, I would like to deliver about my research titled The Relationship Between Food Handlers' Knowledge Level and Hygiene and Sanitation Practices with Escherichia coli Contamination on Barbecue Meat in Korean Restaurants. This study comes from the popularity of Korean barbecue meat as the enthusiasm of Korean culture fans increases. Meat is easily damaged due to microbial activity including E. coli, which is an important cause of foodborne disease and as an indicator of hygiene and sanitation of food products. E. coli contamination was shown to be related to the knowledge level and hygiene sanitation practices of food handlers. But there have not been many similar studies done in Korean barbecue restaurants. The aim of the study is to determine the relationship between the knowledge level of food handlers about hygiene, the knowledge level of food handlers about sanitation facilities, and food handlers' practices of hygiene and sanitation with E. coli contamination in barbecue meat, as well as to describe the fulfillment of sanitation facilities in Korean barbecue restaurants. This study used quantitative method with cross-sectional design. There were 4 Korean barbecue restaurants as research samples, 13 food handlers as research respondents, and 8 barbecue meat menus as food samples tested. While the research variables were the knowledge level of hygiene, the knowledge level of sanitation facilities, hygiene and sanitation practices, and the results of E. coli tests with pour plate colony method. Those variables were analyzed with spearmint tests. The results of statistical tests showed that the p-value was more than 0.05, which means there was no significant relationship between the knowledge level of hygiene, the knowledge level of sanitation facilities, and hygiene and sanitation practices with E. coli contamination on barbecue meat in Korean restaurants. While the fulfillment of sanitation facilities in Korean restaurants is included in the good category. The absence of significant relationship could be caused by some factors. The first, factors that influenced the result of the research. They were less representative sampling, the use of purposive sampling which has some weakness, and the poor instrument validity and reliability. And the second, there were some other factors that may give bigger contributions on causing E. coli contamination. They were water source, the quality of the meat from supplier, and the improper handling from the food handlers. That's all from me. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.